first half.
I was right with Steve, though. I would have broke even.
Started.
Are we live?
We are live.
We are live. All right. Welcome back.
Right on time.
Yep. 8:47. Right on time.
That's not bad. Not bad. 17 minutes.
We got our Ash Bake Shop. What we got here, Mike?
We got M&M Blondie, Valentine's Day Blondie, and then I fucked up a brownie earlier, so we got a brownie too, but it still tastes good.
Yeah, it don't taste fucked up.
Nah. I just forgot baking soda and salt, so it's a little dense compared to normal.
I'm chilling.
But welcome back to CeleTake Podcast, episode 3, and our first one on time. So, if you're the first time watching us, this is a podcast where we talk anything and everything Celi Nation. You always have me, Eric, your host. Next to me, you got the league owner and co-host of the podcast, Mike. And on my right, we got Season 3 MVP, Celi All-Star, and the forward for the 2-1 La Familia. You all know him, Braylon.
The good guy.
What's up?
The good guy.
And then another face to my left. We all know this guy. He's been on the podcast many times. He's led the La Familia team for the past, 3 seasons? Two seasons. This is the third season. Yeah. But the past 2 seasons, he's took them straight to the championship. Maybe again this season. Maybe. Ain't no maybe. Well, we got Coach Tone. Tone for La Familia.
Repping the alternates.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, we pulled him out?
I might. If the owner lets me, I will definitely put them out.
Why not?
All right.
Oh.
Then officially, this will be our jerseys against the Dogs.
Just know.
I have 10 of them in the car right now.
We big step.
That's hard.
Make sure that they're washed.
They will be washed.
Yeah.
They won't be cold this time, Braylon.
Oh my God, bro. We played a game on last week, Wednesday. Everybody's shivering in warm-ups. Like,
what?
Because
it was cold.
He didn't dry them.
I didn't dry them in time. So I put them through. I did the air dry. Like I hung them, but they didn't like.
Because you know all the liquid goes.
Well, my house is cold. Yeah, my house is cold.
So my fingers were blue.
But Braylon, ever since that mistake, it never happened again. So you learn from your mistakes.
Yes. All right, let's talk about week 3. Let's talk about week 3. We had the first game, the Goblins beating the Reapers 56-47 to remain undefeated in the Osceola Conference at 3-0, and then the Reapers fall to 1-2 with that loss. Now, is the Goblins the clear favorite in that conference? Do you think so, Tom?
I'd say yes, because they're the only team that's undefeated, and they've beaten really high competitive teams, in my opinion, and your Panthers and the Dogs and the Reapers. They showed their depth. Like I feel like Juan always was there, but the second guy was never the same. It's either like Dre or Ty or Steed or Dean. Someone showed up differently every game, and it's kind of like hard to like scout because you never know who's gonna go off. And in my opinion, Kyle King's having a pretty good season as well, rebounding for them.
Yeah.
But I also have to shout out the Reapers because in any situation when a team is down 20, so far other teams they quit, and the Reapers they never quit. They always play hard.
Yep.
They're spearheaded by Josue. Like, unfortunately, he didn't have help offensively. I did the stats, and I think the next guy was Sterling with 8. So, like, someone needs to pick up for them offensively, and Sauce got to find something. But I just want to shout out the Reapers, because any other team, when they're down 20, like, they usually would fall and then lose by 30, or it never goes under 20. But they brought it all the way down to 3, and then they just didn't finish. So again, the Goblins are good, but don't sleep on the Reapers because they're never going to quit. They're always going to be on your neck regardless of what's the score.
Yeah. Do you feel the same, Braylon?
About the same, yeah. I ref the game, so.
Yeah.
But really, the Goblins, they're the favorite, but I saw something that game.
Yeah.
They broke down
as
a core. They broke down. So if that happens against a different team that's a little bit more like offensively sound, let's say us, Ghost Riders, or teams like that, I think they ain't gonna survive that, and that's just me. But then again, I could be wrong. Start the money line. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think in that conference, because in that conference they got the Reapers, the Dogs, and the Panthers. If anybody else,
I'd never sleep on.
I'd say out of conference for that conference, the 4-year conference will be huge games these next 4 weeks for all the teams, because our conference, in my opinion, is the toughest conference because all of us are just so evenly matched that we have guys, again, all 3 teams are 2-1. Other than the Magicians, it's a tough out for the other 3 teams. So for your conference to play my team, the Ghost Riders, and the Makos, all 3 of those games are tough. So that can really make a huge difference for you guys in your conference throughout the rest of the season, going back to conference play to finish the season. I think is a huge, I don't know what to call it, like a huge stepping stone to see where your team is at.
But if you had to choose
A favorite.
those three teams to match, the Goblins.
Yeah, Goblins. But I say they're 1A, 1B because I feel like Dom and Fritz are figuring it out.
Yeah.
And I gave you props at the end of your game.
I did.
You kept your team together. And that's going to be the biggest difference because
Yeah.
you versus Dean, as far as like keeping the team together, I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be the telltale, especially when y'all match up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. When y'all match up again.
Yeah. Respect the block for sure. But there is one thing I definitely remembered. I realized in week 3, a lot of leads was getting blown.
Yeah.
And there's a saying, I guess the NBA, they says, where amazing happens. And I'm thinking like CeleTake could be like, where no lead is safe type thing.
Oh, that's the
That's
slogan?
cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Or tragedy happens.
A lot of that.
But
A lot of that.
the second game in the Orange Conference, we had an Orange Conference matchup, the matchup of the podcast. The Purple Panthers defeating the Dogs 57-56 in a very close game to give the Dogs their third straight loss, and then the Panthers moved to 2-1. Don't laugh at that. But should we?
Stating facts, man. I can't argue
It's
facts.
facts. It's just
Can't argue
facts.
facts, man.
Should we start worrying about the Dogs, or are we still confident in the back-to-back champs?
Damn. 3P is hard, though. But you got to remember, every team that's real good always dip.
Yeah,
And then they revamp and they come back. So, y'all just in y'all Laker period. You feel me? Yeah.
Luckily, it's the longest season that we've had.
It's the longest
So
season.
I got plenty of time to
Technically, the season will be starting now.
No, next week.
Next week.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
6-game season.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
6 game. So
Cool.
maybe you guys go 6-0 or 7-0.
I'd say this week for the Dogs is the biggest week of their season.
Yeah, no cap.
Because if they go 0-4,
Yeah, that's gonna
it's
be
like a
tough.
really tough hole to come out of. So I've already told my team to expect the best out of them, and we'll be ready. Especially because, are we going to say it?
Yeah, we can announce
Yeah.
that.
So my game against the Dogs is the 100th game in CeleNation history.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a really big deal for me.
Prime time.
And also for you, because 100 games is a lot, and not a lot of leagues make it that far to 100 games.
Yeah, make it to 30, keep it big.
But again, my guys will be ready. But yeah, they just make it break it for the Dogs, in my opinion, because if they lose this game, they're gonna be like 2 games back behind everybody. Because right now they're losing the tiebreaker to the other 3 teams. So yeah, we'll be ready for it. And the thing that killed them too against you guys was AJ didn't come till halftime.
Yeah.
And that's like a 15, 20-point guy. And he didn't show up till halftime, not warmed up, not ready. So I feel like that kind of messed them up mentally because they kind of expected it to be some way, and then something just rattled them. And then they never really could have they came back, but it's like the team was just never in sync. It felt like watching that game. It felt like something happened, which the biggest thing for me was like when Kyson and Mike fought for the same ball, and when they played for the same team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go
Like
hustle.
those, they're both hustling, but like those are like plays that I see that like they're not in sync.
Hey, on
Like,
that play, though, Mike said, that's our ball.
Oh yeah, I did see you. I was like, whoa.
I thought the ball went out of bounds.
Oh,
no,
okay,
Kyson
okay.
tried
I
to
touched
save it.
it.
Yeah, Kyson tried to save it, but like that showed like last season that doesn't happen in my opinion.
Yeah.
That like you guys were much
Because my
more in sync.
teammates know if I'm saying I got the ball, I got the ball.
Yeah.
I don't need you running out of bounds to try to touch the ball into me when I can just save the ball
And if
myself.
I'm being honest, you got to shoot more. You got to open
No, I
shots,
know.
and you giving
Pass
it
them.
up.
Yeah, you
I'm like,
pass them.
Well, because my team's not facilitating, so I'm forced to facilitate.
Don't put that on you, though. Don't put that on
Fair enough, but I had 4 assists before I took a shot.
True.
So like
True.
somebody's got to do it because we're not moving the ball, and I'm hoping now that with this trade, that opens the floor up for me to do my thing. I've been in the gym,
No Montel for 2 weeks too for you.
and
Yeah,
I'll
hurts,
take
too.
15 shots a game, please,
you.
please.
Hey, I was petitioning for you to shoot.
I heard you,
Check
and
commentary.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not adding to the selfish basketball.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get everybody involved because I know Chef and AJ can get going at any time, but we need everybody to be clicking in order to win games.
Yeah.
And
I
I have to be the guy to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Pat looked like he's not really a good fit for you either. He looks uncomfortable out there, like kind of like tense when he's on the floor. It's kind of like, when you like play and you have a coach that's always on you every time you make a mistake, and you're like so scared to like make a mistake that he's in his head like so much that he thinks, oh, I'm gonna fuck up because
he just got too much bandit stink on him.
He got the bandit curse on him.
Yeah,
I guess.
He got it on him.
That's what I see from him, from just his body language.
He's just really thinking about last season. He's trying to prove that last season was.
The bandit's
all up
best
in his
year.
head. I'm like, just play ball.
The bandit's best year.
Just from his body language, that's what I see from him. He just looks so like tense and uncomfortable. Like,
he looked rushed.
Yeah, like he just.
On the Panther side, Fritz came out.
He did.
About time. I called it.
Yeah,
biggest block of the season too.
Biggest block of the season.
Yeah.
Do you think this is his coming out party? You think he can continue this?
I say we always knew what he was about.
Yeah.
Like we always knew what Fritz is. He just had to play and show it.
I think it's just different because Nacho and Dom are two very different players. So Nacho is more so like, I'll give you the ball, I'll go this side. Dom is like, play with me, if that makes sense. Like, so Fritz kind of got to find his comfort zone and stay there. Because once he's comfortable, he's dangerous. But right now, he looked comfortable last game, but the other two, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I keep saying, like, bro, you got to be more aggressive, be more aggressive, be more aggressive. But sometimes being more aggressive to him up here will be, like, worse for him. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But Fritz, shout out to you.
Yeah. Great game.
Good game. All right, third game, we had the Ghost Riders after week 2 blowing a lead.
Like 17.
It was like 17 to 20
lead
around there.
to the Makos. They come back in week 3 to go blow out the Magicians.
Join the club.
Everybody done it. So far, everybody's blown out the Magicians.
It's not a big deal. I shouldn't make it a big deal.
If Parker said that my win against the Magicians means nothing, then for the Ghost Riders, this win doesn't mean nothing either.
We don't get no.
And I know Parker. I know you're watching this, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
Vaughn been playing out of his mind.
Vaughn's been playing out of his mind.
But so on that note, are they dominant? Did they show that they're the dominant one?
Of course.
They always were good.
Yeah.
It was just this week is kind of like a tune-up.
To me, this week is the trap week. Like, anytime you play the Magicians, especially like right now when they're so out of sync, that's a trap week. Like, you know how in football you got a bye week and then you play a weak-ass team and then your team loses. You like, how? This is a trap game. Yeah. So, as long as you don't fall in the trap, you good. But you lose that trap game, then we like, oh, shit. Like, it'll be a big deal then. But if you beat them, it's like, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to. So, don't make it a big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
forget about the Ghost Riders, though.
No, not that.
The Ghost Riders, I say like Ryan needs a little bit more touches when they play actually good teams.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not really involved in their offense as much. I feel like there's a lot of Trayvon and Vaughn. Yeah. I know we love that duo, but Ryan last season with the Dogs, when he got the ball in his hands, made good things happen.
Surprised the shit out of me. I say that.
So in this season, I haven't he hit like a couple threes, but I feel like he's not as involved or as comfortable out there as what he did last season. And that's kind of on Ghost in a way because he has two very ball dominant guys and you have to tell him hey, let's get everybody else involved because they all matter, like Axel and Chan and Ziggy Zay. They all can go off any time, but I feel like Ryan can get you a good 12 points a game.
We know they can go off.
We've
seen it.
Yeah.
But Trayvon and Vaughn has been doing a good job moving the ball around.
They're both playing exactly that. Really, I think they
should
be flipped as far as draft order this year. By the first 3 games, Trayvon and Vaughn.
Really?
Trayvon's playing the first round and
Trayvon was though.
He was first.
No, I'm saying Vaughn is playing the first round. Trayvon is more playing the second round.
Really?
Yeah. Trayvon is good though, but I'm saying Vaughn is that catalyst.
I still don't think that there's.
I disagree.
I don't think that there's 16 people better than or 15 people better than Trayvon.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But I don't think there's 15 people better than Vaughn.
No, not this season.
No, that's what I'm saying. So,
but let's see what happens when he faces a solid defense. Let's see what happens when he's really rattled.
Yeah.
He's scoring at will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets a physical defender on him, I think this is going to be a good test. Goblins are an actual team.
Yeah.
And you said that your conference is stronger. We haven't seen the conferences meet yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
we have this is a real test of which conference
really
is stronger now.
Yeah.
And now we'll have a general idea because your conference is very even. Our conference, for the most part, all the games have been even too.
Yeah. Every game's been close
really
except
close.
for the Magicians.
Yes.
A couple of them Goblins games got a little.
Yeah, Goblins, they opened up the floodgates on you guys and the Reapers at the end. But we have no clue how that's going to translate.
Yeah.
You guys could blow us out. They all could be competitive games. I know in the scrimmages, they were all out of conference and every game was within 1 point.
Yeah.
So I just think that in general this season, and I think now with the Magicians trade, any team can beat anybody. And I think it's proven, and I hope that the Magicians can put their name in that ring now and be like, okay, we can win a game or at least compete in a game. And I think Gary gives them that edge.
You don't want nobody else to have another game.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Finger fucking.
You don't want the bandit.
My fault. That's a pet peeve of mine. My fault.
Y'all,
My fault.
y'all, bro. Y'all are hungry.
Cut yourself a piece.
Yeah, cut a piece and
Get in
share
there.
it.
Well, I would say cut the finger piece.
Yeah, you fingered that one, my boy. Just
eat the whole thing. Just pick it up and just
I
go.
thought this
Eat
was
it like a
all
giant
mine.
cookie.
oh, that is all you did. My fault, gang. I'm
Nah, you
just,
do it.
you know.
You know how many calories is in there? That's about 3,000 calories.
Jesus.
Probably more.
Jesus.
That's half a tray.
That's a whole channel.
Hey, enjoy.
Oh my god, that's a whole chan. That's a lot more than chan.
That's bogus. I ain't laughing. I ain't laughing at that.
But on the Magicians, though, what can they do a little better to avoid a game like last week?
Gator needs to show up and coach his team.
It's not Gator.
I think it's Gator because,
it's Phil.
well, we say it's Phil, but like we seen Phil, he's a very emotional guy. They need a guy that's gonna like handle Mike Mitchell's situation and their
Word,
Phil's
okay.
situation.
You can do it.
How you
should
doing?
worry it
The
out.
Mike Mitchell and the Phil situation because they're both very emotional and they like sometimes very tunnel
So
vision.
is Gator.
And so is Gator. So who is it? Noah?
No,
I think that they need to get TP back and they need another coach.
I had Noah and Gator as my captains, right?
So
Both of them were very conservative.
So who on that whole roster?
To me, if you're a first round pick, it's literally on you. Like the coaches, yeah. I mean, like the captains and shit, yeah, I get it. But everyone's gonna follow the best guys lead.
AJ, don't listen to this.
But I'm saying most of the time,
For sure, yeah.
But
especially like with
Phil's
guys like that. Like no offense to Ghost Gator or Noah, like y'all are more conservative captains. So like you're not gonna go in the huddle and cuss somebody out. Sauce will, but Sauce did it to the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like if Sauce is cussing me out, I'm not gonna hear him cussing. I'm gonna hear the message that he's trying to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like kind of knowing your guys. Like to me, Phil is a guy like if you challenge him, he's gonna challenge you back.
Yeah, but it's like you need
So
somebody to
you
bring
gotta,
the
yeah,
troops
you gotta
together.
motivate Phil.
Yeah.
I said it from the very beginning. A motivated Phil is an MVP.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah,
You just need a
for
guy
sure.
that brings everybody together, though.
Maybe it's Jerry. I don't know.
It's just because
I think
from
it
what
is.
from when we played them, like our press just derailed their whole team. They all
They didn't have a point guard.
Yeah.
Now
No,
maybe
they
with
do.
a point guard, that helps them. They had no idea how to break a press. That's
No.
a lack of coach and a lack of a ball handler.
Yeah. So I say just need somebody to corral the troops
I'm
because
just-
the season's not over.
Still thinking it's just a first round guy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like if Dom is like passive as fuck, that team's not half the team that it is.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just think it's on the first round, dude. He wants to win games, so everybody wants to win games.
Yeah.
Like Phil, he goes out there and he plays the first 8 minutes hard as fuck. But then after the first 8 minutes, he gonna say, "Man, fuck y'all," and then they're like, "Well, fuck
It
you."
depends on if they're
You know what I
winning that first 8 minutes.
Even still,
But
it'll
they
break
have
down
leads
because
in all
Mike
their
will come in the
games so
game
far.
and then Mike will do some fuck. Like I played with, I had to catch
Coach
myself.
Mike, I coach Mike too. It's
So
tough.
I played with Mike too. He'll cut like Mike hit a game-winning shot. Right, I had like 37 that game. And Mike hit a game-winning shot. Got player of the game. That shit fucked with me for like 2 weeks. Cause in the chat he was talking about it all the time. Like y'all know I'm clutch, right? I could do this. I could do this. But it was just we learned how to play with that. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of
Because
like
you had Chief. You
yeah.
had a point guard to facilitate.
Yeah, but
Oh, I remember
I don't
that.
know if Jerry. No offense to Jerry, I know he's played in other places, but I don't know if he's that guy. Especially knowing what I know now. I don't know if he's that guy to
Bring
bring everybody together. He's
Yeah.
more like, man, fuck you, I'll do it, I'll show you. Versus like, hey,
Hey, this is what you should do, and how this is where you should cut.
Yeah.
They don't have a guy to like
Coach.
coach the
Yeah.
team, and
Yes.
that's the problem with that team. They just have a good individual talent, but they don't work together.
I tell you, the person, if there was a person on that team that I would trust to do that, it would be Chili. He's a presence that everybody's going to listen to. He's going 1,000 miles per hour every single play.
Every time, yeah.
He played college basketball. He knows basketball. Like, the dude, if you want a guy, I don't think it's Phil because of just the person that he is.
Yeah.
His personality.
He's extremely talented at basketball. I don't think he's the guy that's going to, like, motivate everybody.
Yeah.
I think Chili can do that.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's fair to put it on Chili when he's not the captain. Gator's got to find it within himself
Yeah.
to figure out how
That's his
to
job.
get these guys and how to get the best out of them. And I'm saying this, Gator, and I need the same exact thing that you are. We have to figure out how to get our guys to buy into our system, if you even have a system, and how to win together.
Yeah.
Or come up with a system if you're not even at step A.
Yeah, because he drafted all those guys. So he put himself in this
But he
situation.
didn't think about the draft until
the day before, pretty much.
no, the day of.
The day of.
He had his laptop
Yeah.
on his lap looking at the draft list. This is it. Oh, you guys are saying this name, I'm going to draft that
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
So, like, I
No, that's how it was.
Are you serious?
That's
Yes,
how it was.
That's how it was.
Everyone that we said we wanted,
Yes.
he literally drafted those guys.
Hey, Gator, I still fuck with you though. I still fuck.
I like it. It's
He's
not.
like-
It's
but
not
He put a well put team together.
Yeah, I
But
just
it's just not
that.
his team because
Yes.
those aren't guys that he can coach.
Yes.
He kind of needs more guys that are willing to listen conservative instead of dominant guys.
I mean,
Mike
he
Mitchell
had that last
is a
season,
very dominant guy, and Phil's a very dominant guy. Like, if you have two guys and they're clashing, I already see it like every game. Like Phil says after every game, I'm gonna quit if he's here. Mike Mitchell, I'm gonna shoot this shot. I don't give a fuck what you say. So like, and he gonna shoot it. So like, what worked with me last season is I actually challenged Mike, and that's how we worked well together because I challenged him, and then he did the things I asked him to do. And sometimes he gets out of character, but I tell him, yo, like next time I just need you to go down to the basket because that's what you're good at, and he did it. And people ask me, it's like, why he looked so good with you? Because I actually was willing to challenge him. I don't think Gator's the type of guy to like challenge Mike Mitchell to be better. That's from what I've seen. Hungry.
Hungry hippo. All right, the fourth game we had La Familia surviving. QDZ game winner attempt to win 64-63
Yeah.
against the Makos in the conference battle.
I airball that bitch, Greg.
La Familia go to 2-1 and Makos take their first
I can take
loss,
this
going
one.
2-1. Now, for the Makos, are we worried about this loss?
No.
No.
It was a good game. We just won the game.
Good game. You lose 1v1 God due to stupidity on both sides. I mean, and then mistakes down the end. Looking for me to make the call.
No.
Kyle Art should have been the guy inbounding the ball. He should not have been the guy catching an inbound. In my opinion, I think that he's probably their smartest player,
Yeah.
Yep.
and he would have made the best decision inbounding the ball.
Yes,
Instead, they put him in a horrible position.
Mm-hmm.
His heel was on the backcourt line. If Mike Parker doesn't get the steal, he's going to get a backcourt violation. So they put him in a horrible position right off rip.
Mm-hmm.
Santi gets it. It was a foul, but as soon as I blew the whistle, I had 5 people coming up to me bitching, and I forgot the foul call that I made. So then I asked it. I was like, was it a foul? Was it not? And they're like, we didn't call it. I'm like, all right, well, I can't make a foul if I don't even know who it's on.
That's cool.
And then you get the shot doc, probably a pass. The other two said it was a shot. Shots at the end. He hits both free throws. And then what does Yusuf do?
Tackle the fuck out of me.
For no reason. For no
Jose
reason.
Alvarado.
Yeah, I mean, John Kerry, 2 huge tips at the end,
Yeah.
running down clock. QDZ has a solid look, and you can't make it happen. I mean, that just shows that both teams can win that conference, and it's going to be a very tight race in that conference. I don't think there's anything to discourage the Makos or La Familia. I think both teams look really good, and you guys were just able to pull out the win.
Mhm.
But that could have gone either way.
From a Tone, from your perspective as a captain, coach,
Mm-hmm.
would you have John up at like a better play? Would you want somebody else to take that shot, like drawing something else up? Or do you think QDZ was the best one?
QDZ was killing us on the inside, but in my opinion, I like Mike said, I think I would have had Kyle, but then Kyle's a threat shooting,
Yeah.
so I don't think I would have. If 1v1 was in the game, that's who I would have had inbounding the ball because you need Kyle perimeter shooting to space the floor out.
Not the throw underneath the basket. I'm talking about the inbound where Kyle turned it over. I would have had Kyle.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Because he was so deep from the basket.
Yeah. that
Underneath the basket is different because then
Yeah.
I can pop the ball out to Kyle. But
Yeah.
from the half court line, I want Yusuf running around because Yusuf's
one.
fast.
Yeah.
I want Kyle to throw the ball in.
That's why I say at the baseline, I'll have 1v1 because he's actually a pretty good passer.
Yeah,
I know
no, for
his
sure.
name is 1v1, but he had a lot of good dimes this whole season and last season with the Magicians. So I would have had him. And Q had a good look, solid look. It's not nothing bad about that.
He faded away.
He just faded away. If he went towards the basket, it probably would have went their way instead of our way. But it was a solid game. I think I game planned pretty well. I think I made every shot tough for Yusuf. So, in my opinion, it was just both sides. It was just two Titans just clashing, and you never know who's gonna win till the buzzer rang.
And after the game, what was you guys talking about? Like, what was the last Speech huddle in the speech. Speech in the huddle.
Well,
what?
Airball.
Well, no, so we'll go through the whole. We'll go through the last minute what I said. So pretty much, before Braylon shot that, I said yes. Before Braylon shot that airball, I went to the huddle and I was like, "Hey guys, let's go at 15 seconds." 15 seconds. He's laughing because I told him.
Did not go at 15.
No, he did not. I said, wait till 15 seconds,
like
and it's a tie game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have opportunity to go downhill and go to the basket, try to draw a foul to either make the free throws or get a layup. Braylon did neither. But luckily, I think we went down. They went down, hit 2 free throws. Kyle hit 2 free throws. I couldn't call a timeout. I ran out of timeouts. Then we got lucky that Yusuf tried to do the Jose Alvarado shit on Braylon. Braylon makes one, and then we get a stop. And I just said it was a statement because they had us in 6th place.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Parker. But it motivated my guys that they put us in 6th place, and we were ready to go from the get-go. On not Mike Parker because he showed up 2 minutes before tip-off. But everybody else, we showed up. We were ready to go. Santi was very motivated because it's against his good friend Yusuf.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had a really good game, around like 30 points. I would say give and take around there. But again, we're going to miss him this week. But yeah, I say it was just 2 good teams just going at it.
Yep. Now, speaking of Parker, we got the Parker Power Rankings.
Oh, he's here?
Can you FaceTime him?
Yeah, can you FaceTime him since you're closer?
Do you have Parker's number?
I think so.
You gotta have Parker's number.
Parker Power Rankings. You want to read some comments?
Damn, they be in the comments like that.
They do. They go crazy in there.
Damn.
I love going in there and just trolling sometimes and get them mad.
A lot of people saying what's up. Sway said wait till we start clicking. Kyson, I'm faster. You cut. I toss it to you. Don't blame me for that bullshit. Last season dogs will win a chip every season.
He's here.
Yes, sir.
You're a sick bastard. I love it.
I love you too, Parker.
Put it to that camera. Let me get this closer.
I'm sorry, friend.
All right,
Why
Park.
am I facing the camera?
Do we just do it here like this?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're
Like you're talking to the
Tone,
microphone.
the reason you guys were 6 is because you beat the Magicians.
I know.
Nobody moves up when they beat the Magicians.
I
tried
know,
to tell you.
I know.
I tried
It was-
to tell everybody.
you-
Ghost Riders, newsflash. You beat the Magicians. You're not moving up.
He
Stay free.
just gave us motivation, Parker. That's all it was, man. That's
Hey,
all
I
it
want
was.
my familia to be great. I love you guys. I love watching you guys on the pod. The other day I was at work yesterday.
You did. You
I
saw me.
I looked downstairs and I was like, oh fuck, Coach Tone is out there. I took a sneaky video of him.
He did. He did. I'll show you guys.
I sent it to him. Okay, let's get into this shit. We had a fun games. We had some fun games. Bottom of the rankings, Magicians. Another blowout loss.
What?
Not great. What I will say is, I will give Phil and Chile a lot of credit. I don't think they came out of the game for a second. They really tried. They played like 35 of the 40 minutes, like pretty seriously. It's just they don't have a point guard. Well, now they have a point guard. I really like the pickup of G. I think he's a dynamic, another scorer. They just need somebody like, you don't want Phil to set up your offense because he's your scorer. He's your wing scorer. You get him a down screen on the wing, come up, get the ball, and that's a 3-pointer. They needed to make a shakeup, and they did. Shout out Montel too. I love you, Kyson. You're a magician. You're probably the most magician player I've ever seen. I love you. but yeah. Magicians 8, Dogs 7. Our only 2 winless teams so far. Dogs needed a shake up. We're hoping Montel and Omar, right, fit in. Kind of nice for you guys. We'll see. I mean, hey, Montel is extremely athletic. He might be the pound for pound most athletic guy in the league. It's hard to say because the kid just jumps out of the league. Only one of the only alley-oops in Selly Nation history.
Parker, what's going on in the
Squeaking in the
background?
background.
Oh, sorry.
Is that
dog.
Rui?
Miss Rui. She has
Rui.
a mitten. Rui.
Put the toys away, Rui.
She's killing it. Hold on.
What a psycho.
She's a nut. She's a nut. All right. Now she's following me. All right. We're just going through the whole tour of my house right now. 6. Okay? Everybody listening? 6 Reapers. Until the Reapers until the Reapers can find any other scoring option besides Sway going to the line, this is probably where they cap out at. It sucks because I love the Reapers, but nobody can hit a fucking shot. Yeah. Nobody can hit anything. So you're kind of fucked. You're kind of fucked. 5, Mako's drop. Take their first loss of the season. Congratulations, La Familia. Very good win. Mako's look sloppy. Down the stretch. The Yusuf foul was one of the fucking oddest things I've ever seen. He was complaining about it at the end of the game. He was like, "Oh, you can't call that foul. You guys can't call that. You fucking tackled Braylon. You can't just tackle him with 20 seconds left. They're in the bonus. What are you doing?" He full on just charged you. It was almost like he wanted to do to you what Gator did to him in week 1. Very bad play. Very bad play. Cost them the dub possibly, but Mako's just need to tighten up some stuff. 4. I have you guys, La Familia. You guys move up 2. You're in the top half of the rankings this week. You beat a very good team. You guys looked really good against the Magicians as well. You guys have such a strong scoring and two-way team. Like, I think about you, Braylon. I think about Santi. I was like, man, could there be a better 1-2 punch in the league? Like, you guys just can get whatever you want. But also, Mike Parker is just such like he's out there just creating havoc. Whenever I hear Tone yell chaos, I was like, that's just a play built for Mike Parker. He just runs around and just grabs everything. He didn't really have a shot going this week, but I think that just passes. I think he's going to be okay. I think you guys are going to be okay. No big deal. Tone, are you happy? Are you happy you're 4?
I am.
There you
happy,
go.
Parker.
There you go. I hope that motivates you guys to be 2 next week.
Not to need an 0-3 dogs.
Yeah, 0-3 we stay at 4, I guess.
Yeah, we suck.
Well, maybe. I mean, at least the Dogs captain shows up. Next, Ghost Riders. We knew they were going to be 3. You beat the Magicians, you stay. So Ghost Riders, you're 3. I think Vaughn is doing Vaughn stuff. He's an extremely athletic, dynamic two-way guy. He's looking to score almost every possession, but what I really like about this team is their number 1 pick, or their first-round pick, Trayvon, is just such a smooth operator. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen him force a shot all season, and he just gets to that mid-range and just hits. Every time he shoots it, I was like, oh, it's in. It's kind of like whenever Santi shoots a three-pointer, I go, yeah, that's it. That's a fun team to watch. I like the Ghost Riders a lot. Shout out Ghost Riders. Shout out Ghost. Number 2, Panthers. Panthers' big win against the Dogs. Dogs were fully healthy last week. They had Brandon Benton spank somebody they really missed against the Reapers. I think if they had the Reapers, maybe they beat the Reapers. But yeah, Dom hits a clutch layup on his former Dogs team. Super clutch. Really fun game to watch. They move up to 2. They're looking to ride this streak. And some good shooting from Dom, so good for them. And 1 is Goblins. Undefeated. But they have so many role players that just play their role perfectly. I think they're the deepest team in the league right now, is that they have like probably 8 guys that come out and just they're like, okay, they can have an immediate impact on this game. Like Dre fucking kills me every game. That kid's awesome. He just goes out there and just makes it look so easy and so smooth. Hits a 3, hits like a fucking Euro step. I was like, what a nut. And then you have Brandon Steed, who is still in my running for 6th man of the year. Dynamic scorer. Really easy to come off your bench. Juan had a good game. Dean, coming off the Thorn incident, he was not the shaded Green Dean that we usually see him, but I think he'll bounce back next game. But yeah, those are my power rankings. If anybody fucking disagrees, just remember I watch all these games and I see all this shit. But you can disagree. Everyone disagrees. It's okay.
Well, Parker,
if you want to fight me, then fight me.
Before you leave, Parker, real quick, who do you think wins their first game, the Dogs or the Magicians?
Dogs.
The Dogs?
But it's not this week. I think you guys all go 0-4, and then maybe week 5.
All right, let us know in the chat, too. Let us know in the chat. Who do you think is going to win, the Dogs or the Magicians first?
Parker, go somewhere else for Super Bowl.
You're not invited anymore.
Yeah, when did the Magicians and Dogs play?
I think it's week 5.
When do the Magicians play?
Week 5, I think.
What was the question?
Magicians
Well, that'll answer your
Dogs.
question
Oh, that's
for sure.
week 7, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
week 6. No, week 6.
That's the
I think
toilet
that's-
bowl right there.
Yeah, week 6. The toilet bowl.
I'm watching that game, actually.
What?
I'm watching that game.
Magicians and Dogs.
Because that's
That'll be
like,
0-5s.
because you got two dudes who gonna be mad at that you trade them. They're gonna be mad. So I
Got
wanna
something
watch
to
that.
prove.
Nah, Gary was actually really appreciative because I told him you're gonna actually have a role and not be on the bench like you are on my
Yeah.
team. Like I was like, this is the best thing.
There
He
we
was
go.
actually very appreciative
There we go.
of that, and we left on good terms.
Just remember, Tone, just remember, and if Dean's listening and Dean's watching, Dean needs to know this. Don't treat Batman like a stepchild.
Oh my god.
Batman's on Donnie.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Arkham City
Love
or
you,
Gotham City? Oh my god.
It didn't work.
That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
It's a play, bro.
It's a play, bro. We just
What do you? It's a play.
Whoa.
got you.
Yeah, just me.
I don't know if you heard that when I was commentating,
Parker
bro.
just-
I heard, yeah, that's what made it
What a
funny.
nut.
Bro, if you could see my eyes when they said that, I said,
What a nut.
Because you didn't get it at
Oh,
first. and
what?
then
I'm
Tone explained it to you. You're like, no.
Yeah, I was like, right now, how do
play,
you not
bro.
understand?
It's a play. It's a
okay,
play.
you hang out with Noah, right? I gotta get two things off my chest. Who gave Batman his nickname?
Him.
It was himself.
Yeah,
he has a
he-
huge Batman tattoo
Yeah.
across his
Oh,
chest.
God.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
he
gotta
showed
see
it
that
off
for
during the
real.
tryout.
I was one of the first people to meet Batman because he was part of the flight, and
Hey,
he
if
was
Batman hits a
It was
three, he has to
so
show it.
What he needs to do is just cut the jersey where he just showed the Batman.
Just-
Just
Yeah,
Bat
cut out the
symbol.
goblin.
cut off the chest.
Cut out
no
the green
number.
goblin, show Batman.
That's funny.
And Slim Delirium. What? Who?
That's his rap name.
Okay.
Slow
Yeah.
to learn.
So Noah raps.
No rap.
You don't even question.
So
it.
no.
Next topic. Next topic.
But Tony, who do you think? Who do you got? The Dogs or the Magicians winning their
Definitely
first
got
game?
the Dogs.
Definitely got the Dogs.
Winning their first game. Who did Magicians play?
They play the Reaps.
They play the Reapers.
I got Magicians.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the Magicians too.
They
They play, they
If we're
play
talking
the
about
Reapers.
this week, I got
Yeah,
Magicians. They have a
I
better
think
chance.
this is.
Oh, I'm
their-
saying like in the future.
In the future, like
No.
first to win, I don't know.
Because the thing with the Magicians this week, I know they have Jerry, but they have a pretty good defense, the Reapers. So you can't
Yeah.
really sleep on them.
Phil,
But Phil might be.
Bill is
good, too.
big,
Yeah.
but I think
Might be
Josue is willing to take that matchup.
I think Josue gonna get him in foul
We
trouble.
saw what happened last year with Phil and Josue.
Yeah.
All I'm saying,
Yeah.
Phil, don't punch him. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
think
don't
Nick
need
will
to
do
kick
a
you out
good
of
job.
Well, I wasn't
You
there.
just need someone else
But
to
Sway
score
can
the
do your
Reapers.
thing.
But I think it's gonna be a good game,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I think it's gonna be a good game, but you can't sleep on the Reapers because
And who did
they're
Goblins
never gonna.
play?
They play
Ghost Riders.
Ghost Riders.
Oh,
That's
I
a
might
good
take
Good
game.
game.
Yeah.
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 Every game is going to be good.
Yeah.
Every game is going to be very interesting this week.
All right, let's talk about the trade that happened this past 2 days, 3 days.
Like 2-3 days ago.
Go ahead and talk it over, Mike.
So, I mean, as I've said multiple times now, we have Chef, who one of the best point guards in the league.
If not, the best.
Yeah, and we had Gary, who, in my opinion, another top 5 point guard in the league. I think
Yeah.
he's a phenomenal guard. I just don't think that it made sense for him to be on our team anymore. I drafted him because 7th round, how can you not draft such a talented guy? And I knew he was very good. But actually playing the games, it's just too redundant what we had going on. And I know that the Magicians needed a point guard. So for me, I wanted to do Gary straight up for Montel. That was the first trade that I wanted. And Omar really wanted off of the Magicians. I was told that after the scrimmages, and I said there's nothing I can do about it until there's a suitable trade, yada yada. Gator said that he'll do the Montel for Gary trade if I throw in Kyson for Omar and my 6th round pick for his 5th round pick, and I said done deal. That's fine. Kyson, I love you. You weren't initially in the trade, but I thought that Montel really helped our team, and that to me was the benefit of not having Gary and the Magicians now being in contention to win games with a point guard. So I thought it was the best thing for the league and the best thing for the Dogs.
So, Tone, the Magicians got Jerry, Gary, and Kyson.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs got Montel,
I know.
and
I know the trade. I know the
who do you
trade.
think won?
I think definitely the Dogs won, in my opinion, because they got another guy that can space the floor, but he's also very athletic in Montel. And Omar, I mean, he's a good guard, but I don't think he's going to cause any attitude problems. I think he's another good guy coming off the bench, like a nice guy. You kind of need. I prefer more nice guys than guys off your bench that's gonna score, but they're knuckleheads and they won't listen to you. That's just my preference because I've had that before.
I agree.
I
agree entirely.
So I think also the Magicians. I love Kyson, but I just don't think they won because they added more to their problem. Like I love Kyson and I love Mike Mitchell and I love Phil, but all three of them, they like to go at each other's heads and they got a little bit of attitude. So you got three dudes, a three-headed snake of attitudes, and no one to corral them in. That just seems like a problem. So that's just my opinion. The two captains here, they know I said this from the start. But the Dogs definitely won because I love Montel. I wanted Montel, but I just had no one to give him up because I just love my team the way it is. Maybe next season. But, yeah, I think the Dogs won.
What about you, Braille?
I'm not going to say who won or lost because I think it's good for both teams, but I'll go grades.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
So I'll go Magicians B+.
Why is that?
It would have been an A if it was the straight trade for Montel for Jerry. Is it Gary or Jerry?
It's
Gary.
Gary
Yeah.
Harris.
My fault. But
Orlando Magic player.
yeah. Like both of y'all said, they need a guard. I mean, he might be a little hard-headed, but it might work. You know what I mean? If you have that many people on the same accord of being problematic with other people, maybe they don't think that they're the problem, if that makes sense. And since all those type of guys are on the same team, they might all be on one accord. Like, hey, let's just be fucking greedy, and let's make every game look crazy as fuck. Because there are some teams that actually like works for.
Yeah.
So, and I think Gary provides scoring and a little bit more playmaking. Haven't seen him in a starting role yet, so yeah, B+ there. I think it's an A for you guys because you get rebounding help for Benton. Yeah, you get rebounding help for him, and a good glue guy. So I think you guys technically won, but I think it was a good trade-off, like B+ A.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Well, if I'm going to choose somebody to win, I think the Magicians won. Just because they got what everybody was saying. They needed a point guard. They got a point guard.
They're welcome. Last season, they needed to get rid of a guard and get a big. I orchestrated the Nick Choi for Brandon Steed three-way trade. He's welcome once again.
You're low-key Gators GM.
I'm not. I'm low-key the owner of the league, and I want to make things even for all teams. I'm very, very low-key that. But, he needs a guard. That's the only way that team's going to make sense. And my team was the only team to make a trade with him. And I think it helps both teams.
It does. But I do think the Magicians probably win this one, though, just because they got the point guard. And I feel like this Gary and Phil is going to, and also Chili, can't forget Chili also.
And with the Reapers, I think they kind of struggle guarding a more ball-dominant guard. Saying that Sway and not Nick. Outside of those two, I don't think they have real, defensive stoppers. No offense to Shakespeare or...
Sauce can do it, too. Yeah.
I mean...
That's my opinion.
Okay, but I'm saying, a guy like Gary, if you match the two teams up, I think Gary wins that matchup with Nick.
Yeah, I think so too.
That would be that point difference would be why they win the game, if that makes sense. So it'd be 50-50 and then 55-50. You know what I mean? So he won't blow them out, but I think that gives them the edge to win games like that. So.
All right, let's talk about our predictions for next week. Week 4's matchup, starting with the first game of the week. We got the Reapers versus the Magicians. Reapers 1-2, the Magicians 0-3, looking for their first win.
Oh, they do match up.
They do match up.
Yeah.
Well, you know mine. You know mine.
Where are you going, Tone?
I'm part of the Reapers fan club.
Oh, yeah?
They have the best social media, in my opinion, with the ant video and the kicking the dog and the Anchorman.
That's it, yeah.
I called Sauce right after, and I was like, this is A1 content right here.
He had that video waiting.
Yeah, well, he did. So I'm very excited to see what will be his Magicians video because I am picking the Reapers to win this game. I just think the Reapers are more in together as a team as opposed to the Magicians. I think the Magicians still have to figure out what is their team, and I think the Reapers have an identity. And I will take the team that has an identity compared to the team that doesn't know what the hell is going on. They can prove me wrong, but I'm part of the Reaper fan club, so I'm going with the Reapers.
What about you, Mike?
It's a lose-lose for me. It is. Magicians win. We're the last 0-3. Right? Reapers win. They're now 2 games ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which one matters more to you?
He's going for the Magicians.
You gotta go for the Magician.
You got to, because conference means more.
conference does mean
Yeah, you want to put the pride to the side.
I'm just not going to give an answer. And I'm,
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm going to pick both teams quit. We disqualify
Not
the
enough
game.
teams.
and it's
No
a
one
tie.
shows up.
It's a tie.
So they
I'm going for a tie.
0-3-1.
Yeah, I'm fine with a tie.
0-3-1.
I mean, realistically, I think the Magicians look solid on paper, but I agree with Tone. I think it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get acquainted with each other. I'll say Reapers, but this is also kind of backhanded because I've been so wrong with my predictions this season. So I'm just saying, I've been really wrong with my predictions. This whole season I've been off. So I'm going to say Reapers.
I'm agree with you guys. I'm gonna go Reapers too.
That's crazy.
Reapers going Reapers.
I thought I had one with you.
Magician's gonna Magic is not as cool as Reapers going Reapers.
Yeah. I need to see the video.
The Reapers are more of a they're in it together. Like they're more together than the Magicians.
100%.
I need like a magician catching himself on fire or something. Sauce. Give me a video like that.
I think he has it ready on deck. So I'll be very excited. I'll have my post notifications on, the Reaper CNL page.
All right, game 2.
Oh, Brandon picked Magicians?
Yeah, I'm picking Magicians.
Okay.
And Gary, don't make me look like shit. Gary, don't make me look like shit. I believe in you.
He's probably gonna get his. They're just probably not gonna win.
Do enough to win. I don't give a fuck how
That
you get
Nick
it.
Jerry matchup is very interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Nick hasn't hit a shot yet, like from outside.
But he can grab
outside
rebounds.
the lane. But he rebounds the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, I had him last season. He
But-
does the little things, man.
Gary, knowing that though, well, he's smart. He
You gotta
just
see it.
He
talking
just
shit.
played against them, and Nick had 8 offensive rebounds against us as a team.
Shit,
Yeah,
never mind.
you gotta
Gary,
see
don't make me look like shit, man.
We also can't forget
Yeah.
that Sterling has not been
Hit a
hitting his
shot.
shot. So
This
this
is
maybe
scrimmages.
could be the game he's hitting his shots in.
I mean, he looked
No
good in the
Jacob
tryout,
Bowling
but
too, right? He's
Yeah.
out.
Jacob
Oh,
Bowen's
he's
out
out,
for the
yeah.
next 2 weeks.
We keep forgetting Fonzo too. They got
Fonzo has played actually very well.
Fonzo
to me is
right
their
there.
X factor.
I played with Fonzo. Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I'm a fan
Definitely
of the
playing way
Reapers, so
better.
I'm a fan of Fonzo.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get me wrong. I love Sway. And Nick. Those are my guys. I've been knowing them for God knows how long. But if I had to pick a team, y'all don't kill me. But
Magicians.
yeah, Magicians.
All right. Who you got for the Makos versus the Panthers?
Well, we have to
Shit.
know something. Is he going to play?
We're gonna say. Oh yeah, we're gonna say
gonna say
Dom is
say
playing. As of right
He's
now,
playing?
he is playing.
I don't see how they match up against Dom. Dom creates so much contact, and their bigs are kind of slow-footed. Me, I would try and finish over the top. Dom is more so gonna snake. You know what I mean? That's what Santi did, and Santi had a lot of success last game. So with that, I'm going Purple Panthers. Fritz, again, just like Gary, don't make me look like shit. Stay aggressive.
Yes. It's your former team.
Stay
Former captain.
aggressive. That's all you gotta do. Just say fuck them and hoop. So yeah, I'm going purple.
Who you got, Tone?
I'm kind of like in the Mike situation here. Because my heart is telling me one thing, but my mind is telling me another. Because I want the Makos to lose.
Don't pick a conference rival.
Exactly. It's a conference rival, but they're my guys too. I love Quinn. I love Kyle.
I love Q-Tip.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Panthers.
Got to.
I'm gonna go Panthers.
Eric, don't make me look like shit.
We won't.
But if Dom doesn't play, that's a big blow, man.
Yeah.
Tom doesn't play, they don't win.
Yeah, they don't win.
You don't win that game at all.
So this is
unless
it's a tough
Gene
win.
has a
not
game.
even.
He
It's
hasn't
a-
been
it's a-
comfortable yet.
Yeah, he's not
But maybe
comfortable.
that will be more
And
open
Dallas
for him.
to me is like very good as well, but he just hasn't like found his niche yet.
Yeah.
I think in this team, and
I ain't gonna say shit.
yeah, I know. And Steve the Kid. Look,
What's up with his injury?
it's-
He's
He
listed
says-
as questionable. He
Yeah,
wants
he's
to
listed
make
as
a post.
questionable.
I got messages. You want me to read them?
we have
go
messages
ahead.
from Steve the Kid.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. So Steve the Kid,
From what I know, he is playing.
Steve the Kid messaged me
Maybe
at like,
limited minutes, but
She just screenshot it. I could have put it on the screen.
my fault.
Now you go.
Yeah, he got mad.
He
at
messaged
our
me on
commentary,
Tuesday. He
too.
said, "My fault. I messed up your double watch. I've been icing and relaxing, and I got you next game for real.
So
I said I need it. Don't make me look like shit. That's been my thing this whole season. He said I got you, and then he put the little, you know what I'm saying?
We also gotta talk about the QDZ, Steve the Kid.
Beef going on.
We have to talk about
big
that.
man beef.
Hey, throw your money on the ground. Throw your money on the ground.
Crazy thing is, Steve the Kid still hasn't beaten QDZ. Because last season, we beat them twice.
And didn't Q-Tip have a double-double?
He did both games. So, Steve, you got something to prove.
Yeah, it's
because
DK.
QDZ has your number so far.
No shots as the others. That is Steven's previous captains, but he's got a different captain this season. So maybe
Type
he'll get his
shit.
first dub.
Stand up business for your time.
Maybe he'll get his first
We'll
dub.
see.
But who you got?
Panthers can't swim in water, my friend. I'm
Panthers
gonna
can't swim
go
in water.
Makos.
Panthers actually can't swim.
They can't.
No, they're not gonna swim in shark and
No, they're not. They're
No
not.
fucking chance. Nah, I think that even Dom playing, I like 1v1 on Dom. I think that 1v1's a beefy guy. I think he can play some defense.
Dom is like 240.
No, he's not.
That nigga's massive.
No, he's
No,
not
he's
240.
not.
He's like
not
240.
He's like, yeah, he cut down.
Nah,
a bit.
because y'all don't.
Like
Nigga, I'm
220.
210.
Nah, he cut down. He cut down a bit. Yeah.
He's definitely not 240.
No, he's not.
He
240.
was at one point.
I
He
just
was,
played
yeah,
him
yeah.
one-on-one like a week and a half ago. He's not like that. Juan is stronger than Dom.
Okay.
I just played with Juan yesterday.
Yeah, Juan is strong as shit.
Yeah, like Dom's very good. Don't get me wrong. I think 1v1 can match up with him.
Okay.
I play one-on-one with both of them now, and I feel confident that he can at least. Dom's not going to go for 40.
Okay.
I'll put it like that.
Unless he take 35 shots. And can you encourage him to do that for me?
Whoa.
I don't know who you have guarding Yusuf.
Yeah, that's a tough
Yeah.
man.
No one has stopped him. I don't think you guys have somebody to stop him, truthfully. Quinn's going to be an issue in the paint. And if you guys are undisciplined on defense, shot dock is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I like the Makos. And you got to also count the fact that X hit shots last game.
He actually
He
did.
did.
He
He
actually
hit
started the
4
game. He
threes.
started
Yes.
the game hot.
If he hits shots, you guys are in a tough position because now it's a shootout.
Yeah.
You guys have shooters. They have shooters. The difference is, I like 6 of their guys a lot. I think that they have a very quality group of 6 guys. You guys have 1 through 9 talent, but I think that their ceiling is higher than yours, truthfully. And I don't think you have anybody to guard Yusuf. So I give Makos the dub. I think Yusuf does Yusuf, and he takes over this game.
Well, I hope your predictions are wrong for my sake.
But we got the
Unbiased
Panthers winning.
opinion.
Unbiased?
If you weren't the captain, looking at the two teams.
Looking at the two teams, if Dom wasn't playing, I would say it's going to be a tough win for the Panthers.
So the Panthers win no matter what.
Yeah, it'd just be a tougher win
Type shit.
type shit.
Type shit.
Okay.
Game 3, we have, I would say, maybe the game of the week. Yeah,
Game of the week.
the Goblins, undefeated Goblins, going up against the Ghost Riders.
I mean, it would be the game of the week if it wasn't the 99th game.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I forgot,
Yeah,
it's not.
But
the game
this
of the
is the
week.
most exciting matchup to watch.
Most exciting
By
matchup
far.
for sure. For
If
sure.
y'all have
for sure.
anyone to invite to the game, invite them this week.
Yeah, this is
This is the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will
But-
be doing starting lineups for the 100th game too.
Type shit.
So we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know I'm going to say a
For the
few
Goblins.
words.
Playing young boy the whole way. Playing young boy the whole way.
For the Goblins, they're undefeated. Ghost Riders 2-1. Who do you got, Braylon?
Oof.
Thinking the Ghosts.
Like I said, I seen that weakness last week.
Okay.
But
Would they exploit it? That's
that's
the thing.
exactly. But the Goblins are a team that just know how to fucking win games. They don't just win; they close them bitches out. You know what I mean? So, if I had to choose, because Trayvon and Juan, I think they match up really well.
Yeah.
To me, it's about
No,
how
Vaughn.
personal will X take that Vaughn matchup, because that's all it's gonna come down to. Because I think those two guys, they both gonna get theirs. Trayvon plays defense, Juan plays defense, so they both gonna make tough shots. You know, we know that shit's gonna come. But like Steve coming in versus, you know what I mean? Like who's coming in for them? You know what I mean? Like for the Ghost Riders. So it's really on like Vaughn.
It is Vaughn.
It's Vaughn. Like Vaughn and X, whoever wins that matchup, that team wins. But if I had to pick, I'm not betting against Juan. I've been on Juan since like fucking 14 years old. I'm going Juan. It's going with the Goblins.
Going the Goblins.
Yeah, I say Goblins too, because like I did the commentary, the one game I commented is about the others, especially for that game. And I think the others for the Goblins are a little bit more talented than the Ghost Riders, but the Ghost Riders, they will play harder.
Yeah, but they don't have Chaxel. You can't count out Chaxel. Chan and
can't.
Axel have been
Yeah,
playing phenomenal.
Chaxel-
That's why it was hard for me to pick.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why
And
But I
fucking
can't-
Googly Bear.
I can't
You
go
fucking
for
Googly
a
Bear.
conference team. I haven't picked one yet, so I'm still going for the Goblins because I can't pick a conference team. So I'm gonna stick with my method of madness.
Damn.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
My boy Zig out there too.
Ziggy Zay's a dog too.
He's been with me every season but this one.
I'm gonna go Ghost Riders. I have to go Ghost Riders. I think Ghost Riders are the ones to give the Goblins their first loss.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I feel
I'm
like
not mad.
that Trayvon and Vaughn combo is gonna be a little too much for Goblins, especially if they're both on. Because
They both been on. I'll
They
say that.
both
They
been
both
good.
been
They
on.
both
They
been
both
on.
been good.
Yeah.
the Goblins, they're in their last 3 wins. They haven't really faced. I mean, the closest thing was us, but Fritz wasn't on. They haven't really faced a team that had like a nice 1-2 punch going. Trayvon and Vaughn, they've been going. So if they're gonna be going, I think the Ghost Riders give them their first loss.
And Vaughn shows the fuck up.
Yeah.
He just does. He shows up.
Yeah, he's a dog too.
What do you got, Mike?
I got the Gobs.
Ooh,
The Gob Stoppers. I don't think that Ghost Riders are Gob Stoppers. I think that the Goblins are the best complete team. They have the most chemistry. They're playing as a unit. And until it's proven otherwise, I'm not going to go against them. I think the Makos are going to give them a hard time. I think that they can beat the I think that they can beat the Ghost Riders because of exactly what you guys said. It's a two-man show. The other guys are playing their role and they're playing good. But if they don't get Ryan involved and they don't get these other guys involved early enough, it's going to turn into a bad situation. And we haven't really seen the Ghost Riders with their backs to the wall.
Not yet, no.
And Goblins against us,
Yeah.
against the Reapers, closed out the game.
Yeah, they shut the fucking door.
So,
Against us too.
Yeah, they.
well, your
Came
game
back.
is not that close though. Your game at the end of it, like
I mean, at the end.
a good portion of that game at the end was not
Yeah.
close.
Both teams were up by double digits at one point. You
Yeah.
guys were up by double digits,
Okay.
and so they didn't really.
Yeah, our game they're down by 6 with 30 seconds left and they
They
close
came
out that
back.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reapers are within 3 with 2 minutes and they end up losing by double digits. Like they closed out the game.
Yeah.
I got to go with the Goblins just because of that fact alone. So, I think Goblins go 4-0. I think their toughest competition will be the Makos when they reach Yusuf.
No, you ain't got to comment on it. Oh, yeah, wait till that week.
The
Wait
thing
till
is,
that
like, you'll match up with Juan.
Mhm.
I think Tyreek in that game, you guys don't have a big to really match up with Tyreek. And if Tyreek is playing as aggressive as he is, I like Tyreek.
Yeah, Tariq is.
I underrated Tyreek. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is. He's playing very well this season.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, he's playing very good. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, that he's going to be in the paint to help Juan and X guard Vaughn and Trayvon. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for Vaughn to get to the hole.
No.
I think it's going to be a much more difficult time than it has been. Even Big Bird down there is going to cause trouble for Vaughn getting to
Big
the
Bird
hole.
got 5 fouls. He gonna use 4.
Oh yeah, he's got 6 fouls. And he's
Yeah,
going to
Oh,
use
he got
5.
6. Okay,
Yeah,
there you
Don't
go.
let me down,
He's gonna
Riders.
use
Don't let
5.
me down, Riders.
I'm just saying, I would put money on the Goblins, but I'm not a gambling man.
All right, last game, the 100th game of Silly Nation. We've got your back-to-back championship teams matchups. Coach Tone with La Familia and your back-to-back-to-back champ dogs.
Back to back to back losses.
Losses too. Yeah. We love your back-to-back-to-back backs.
I guess so.
I
One of
guess
them's
I'm
going to
the-
end.
I'm the only one who can decide here with an unbiased
Yeah.
decision. It's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
privilege for the
No,
100th
I'm
game.
unbiased. I'm the owner.
Give me your unbiased opinion. Owner
Dogs
opinion.
win. No Santi. No Santi.
Dogs win.
With Santi, that's a fucking fight. We saw it in the scrimmages. The scrimmages were pretty telling of what it's going to be. It was a close game the whole entire time. Santi is fucking good. He is good, man. I unless Mike Parker goes off, it's going to fall on you, and you can go Dom and take 40 shots and like really put it on your back, and in that case you guys win. I don't know if you're wanting to do that though. I don't know. Like, you're a guy that's more team oriented. I feel you haven't done that since season 3, where you've like really put yourself in like I gotta fucking do this shit. I know you're gonna get the best out of him. You're gonna get the best out of your guys. I just think with no Santi, we do have an advantage.
Well,
Okay.
with no Santi, it does look like the dogs win. but I would say
No. You got to vote against us.
I am.
Don't be the underdog.
Don't sway nobody.
Don't sway.
I never said I was voting for the dogs.
Eric,
I never said I was voting for the dogs.
Eric, you pick who you like.
Yeah.
I got La Familia.
You pick
Thank
who
you.
you like.
Thank you. Because you
Just
said we were
because-
going to go 1-4 earlier. So I don't want you to change
no,
that
I'm
up
not
now.
changing that. No, you're going on 4.
Maybe
Going on
he can change his answer. You're entitled to do what you want to do.
La Familia. I got La
You know what?
Familia.
Dogs. Fucking dogs.
La Familia
Who
myself.
gave you the blondie?
Fuck it.
All right,
Dogs,
Ash's
the
Bake
dogs.
Shop.
Nah, but I got La Familia winning this. I feel like what you said. I feel like Braylon over here is going to realize there's no Santi, so that's an extra 10 shots that he can maybe take. And as long if he makes 6 out of those extra 10 shots, you guys might be in a long.
Are you shooting 60% this season?
Hey, man.
I'm just saying, that's a bold 6 out of 10.
He has not, but
Nobody shot 60% since Nacho season 2, and he was playing against not the best competition. 60% is a lot to ask.
But we've always said that this team is always, no offense, but Braylon, Santi, and then Mike Parker showed that he needs to be in that conversation too.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, now you don't have one of those 3 players. That's an extra 10 shots, maybe extra 5 shots, maybe 5 shots for Mike Parker, however it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you guys have, I guess, maybe Ben that's going to match up with Braylon.
I know
That's
how
what
they're
I
going to
think.
play me already.
You know?
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh.
It's going to be Chef. Chef is going to follow me full court just like he did Dom, just like he did me in the preseason. He's going to follow me full court, but I'm prepared for that.
Yeah, I think you should eat that, but that's my opinion. I got La Familia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got us.
Rightfully so. You guys should pick yourself. You should have
I got
faith in
us,
yourself.
but there's only one person, and I said this to him already. It's only one person that I think is your catalyst, and that's AJ.
Chef and AJ.
AJ. I think we know what Chef is. He plays a great game all game. But AJ, is he gonna come to fucking play?
This is 101. I'm gonna timestamp this and play this every morning when I go to the gym, cause I won the championship without AJ last year.
Very true.
I had almost a triple double in that game, 999. I'm the catalyst too.
Yeah,
I'm that guy. I take it personally
I love it.
when I'm slept on, and I've been in the gym. I'm just saying.
I love it. No,
I'm just saying.
For me personally, I think if we have someone like JC or Horace kind of trailing you around, evens out. Especially when you're being aggressive, because they're gonna also be aggressive with you. You know what I'm saying? Like those are two physical
Who's
guys.
JC?
John Kerry.
Oh, you have John Kerry guard me?
It's a good matchup.
Who's guarding AJ?
Don't worry about that.
That's wild.
We got what we need.
If you have John Kerry guard me, sure. I'll have a harder time. John Kerry's a good defender. But
He's gonna tell AJ Cook.
yeah, mathematically, you guys have 3 people that can play solid defense. Mathematically, we have 4 people that can score. That's just the math that I do numbers in my head.
Mhm.
So one of us has to take over the
Yeah.
game.
What if you go based on preseason? What changed the game for y'all was Mitch.
Yep.
We had y'all beat, and Mitch turned it on. So, I like your math, but it was somebody that nobody said anything about.
Facts.
Still,
I also
So-
played like ass. Also played like ass the first game of the season, and the past 3 weeks I've been in the gym to make sure I don't play like ass, and I've played better each week.
okay.
So I was ranked number 9th in the league, and you were in All-Star votings last year. So I would have been 10th in the league last year.
Mhm.
I'm playing like shit. I don't take that well.
I
I'm a
understand.
competitor.
But
I'm
you gotta think about it.
back-to-back champ.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have another bad game.
If
and I
we have
put
JC,
that on everything.
just think about it. If we have JC guarding you, right?
That's cool. Then that
that
means
means
that
we're
AJ
not
is
not
gonna be.
sleeping on you.
That's fine, and I appreciate that.
So,
But AJ's gonna have somebody's got to be open then. Somebody's got to be open.
Okay.
And I'm gonna explain that to my guys. And if we don't take advantage, then we suck. But we should not. I don't want to lose another game. I will not accept another loss.
okay.
So you're saying 7-3?
I mean,
season?
That's the
what it
goal.
sounds like, yeah.
The goal is 10-0. So if the goal is the 7-3 now, I
Go
mean,
10-3.
why would it not be?
Yeah, go 10-3.
Why would it? Well,
add 3 more
It would
weeks.
be 9-3. Well, I can buy the gym a couple more weeks if I want to do that. But I want to fucking win. I want to win. Why would I play to not win?
Yeah.
It's stupid. That's stupid.
All right.
Wow.
Anything?
Of course.
Anything you want to add to it?
I'm tired of losing this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Type shit.
I've been 0-7.
Yeah.
0-7.
You haven't beat them yet?
No, because I lost to twice, season 3.
A lot of people got their first win on me this season.
Yeah,
And then I lost to them twice.
I got my
You
first
got
one.
me. You got me.
I think I lost to them
And the
twice,
thing is,
season
like,
4, and then once.
The second game we played them, game 3, season 3, that was some bullshit at the end with Nick. That was some bullshit.
Oh, the foul that was called that you guys didn't hear the whistle for.
That was some bullshit. And they
then
shot free throws after the time ran out.
Yusuf prayed on the ground.
Some bullshit going on, man. I had him beat twice in one season. No comment.
And what happened? What happened the first time you guys beat us? Who was late?
Who, AJ?
Yeah, same thing.
I still at 42.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who was late in that game too? When we fucking lose the game, only game we lost that season. And Mike Ingersoll put up 39 that game. Didn't fucking miss.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where he's at now. He needs to come the fuck back.
His knees messed up. Yeah.
Mike, if you watching, bro, you a dog. Cause I had no idea who the fuck you were. You made me know who you are.
That's
bro.
my guy.
Real shit. You're good. Fire ass player.
What you were saying, Tom?
All I gotta say is we'll be ready.
Type shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of losing. Without Santi, we'll still be ready. Because we wearing these jerseys. So we have to win these jerseys.
Stand up real quick, Tone. Let them see it.
I don't think they can see if I stand up. They'll just see. Can they see if I stand up?
I mean, maybe some of it.
You know, you got the.
Yeah. Show them back. Let them know how
Show them your ass.
Show
Nah, wait, whoa. None of that.
But yeah, we wearing these for the hundo.
Yeah, man.
So
game.
I'm not gonna pull them out all the time, but I think a hundo's a good game for the first one for the alternates. So yeah, I think we'll be ready to go. I think Mike Parker will have a big game, and I think Mike Parker will be ready. He just played bad because he came late, he didn't warm up or anything. I know stats don't lie, but stats will lie that game because he just wasn't in rhythm the whole game, last game.
And I feel like that's the same thing with AJ when he showed up late. So.
Yeah, exactly. AJ wasn't in rhythm, so I think Mike will be ready. I think Mike is going to make his case this week for his Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year candidacy that he should definitely. I know he's in there, but I want him to be the top guy.
It's still early though, because somebody can turn it on.
I just want him.
But that 9 steals might help him.
I just want him to be. I hope he's watching this because I want him to be motivated. Because last year I had the DPOY, and I want to repeat that this year. So.
We're doing the comments still. They talk.
They're talking a little bit.
The comments go crazy, man. I love just reading the comments. Like, I only hear you guys, and I just read the comments when I'm watching the podcast. Cause
I never get a chance to read them.
They're talking shit back and forth. That was the last game.
Is Juan in there? That's the real question.
Juan did, yeah. He laughed at something.
Probably when he was finger fucking them cookies.
Ash's Bake Shop, man.
Ash's Bake Shop.
I appreciate the compliment, Juan. He did tell me he liked my commentary, so I appreciated that. I don't hear that a lot.
Juan picked you guys.
Nice.
Oh,
gonna be a good game. Boogie shot 63% last season. Sorry, Boogie, for the disrespect.
I love Boogie.
Boogie, come back, bro. You at the game every fucking week.
Tyreek, all games this Sunday gonna be tough. I love it. Ghost, appreciate the insight as always, Boogie. I guess Boogie was giving them notes. Tyreek's got the dogs. Thank you, Ty. Boogie, of course, brother. I have advice for everybody, but not everybody will listen. Help out Gator. Sway. They going at it before the game, and that's what Juan's laughing at. Yeah, well, I get tight. I don't like to be a loser. Who likes to be a loser? My girlfriend said she'll break up with me if I keep losing. Then
Don't do that.
Come on, she's listening right now, so. I really want to see how Omar works on with the dogs with Chef, Omar, Pat, Mitch, and the dude on the dogs with the do-rag, Ryan.
Yeah, dude with the do-rag. That's what I said.
Are the sweet licks on the dogs, honestly. Don't be licking dogs, Boogie. No disrespect to anybody, just my opinion. Batman said fire, not the ass. Pause. Well, he's going to fire in your ass.
Batman, you make a 3. Since you watching, you make a 3, show that motherfucking tattoo, man.
Batman,
I don't believe him.
My goal for you this season was to score every game. I don't think he did it last game.
No, he didn't score.
He didn't. So you got to repeat it.
He made it to the free throw line. He missed that bitch. I was mad.
Yeah. Now you got to start a streak again. Now you got to score every game for the rest of the season.
You got to score 20 points this season, gang, in total.
That should be the MIP right there.
No, Axel's
yeah, I'm just saying he got to be in there. He scores every game.
So, supposed to be you, but you fucking off.
Are we going to go with that conversation, MIP right now?
MIP is going to be, it's MIP and I think Rookie of the Year is going to be like the two, maybe MVP also.
I mean, 6 man is both Brandons. Take your pick.
Right now, Brandon Steed's like clearly taking that right now. But
who's the other Brandon?
Brandon Steed?
No, on your team, Spank.
No, he starts.
Oh, I
The only
didn't
one
know.
is
You
Santi.
told me that nigga didn't start.
No,
No,
I said Santi doesn't start right now.
Oh, okay.
He came off the bench.
Well, yeah, if Santi keeps going off the bench, then
I think Santi.
Yeah, Santi
going
wins
away
yeah.
with it.
hands down.
It's like-
and we can't name it after Mike Hood superstar.
and we just gotta blame.
We can say the
Tony for
Hood
that.
superstar 6 man.
Santi deserves to start.
No, I know, but he keeps coming in late, so I gotta.
But most
put my
improved,
guy
you
in.
got Fonzo.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got Chak, so that's already 2 people right there.
Yeah,
You got-
I'll put both of them as a bundle.
Yeah.
Both get
They
the
can win it
awards.
together. It can be a duo.
Actually rebounded the shit out the ball. Who else?
Most improved.
I know we're missing somebody.
Kyle
I guess
King?
Brandon Steve.
Kyle King's playing good.
Steve
He's
for
playing
sure.
good.
Steve for sure.
Kyle King, Steve. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve. Steve last season he played well, but he's more. I think he like contributes more to winning this season than he did.
He was on a
Last
terrible
season.
team last year.
Reapers weren't like that terrible. They had the pieces. It just never worked it out together.
Would you
Maybe Gene, if he chooses to fucking play.
Gene, this is his first season.
Yeah, this is the first season.
Oh, okay.
So.
No, 6 man of the year though. I'm talking about.
Oh, we were saying most improved.
Oh, I'm lost. My fault.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Most improved.
I think that'll be it for my 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say off the Goblins tie. If we're gonna say
Yeah.
'cause,
Yeah, but
like,
he took a season
He's
off.
into the
So we're
season
not-
off,
that
so
doesn't
yeah.
count,
no.
okay.
I mean, he could, I guess, but it depends on how you want to go about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe QDZ.
Ooh.
Yeah.
ooh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Possibly.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
With me, he came off the bench.
Now he's starting. Yeah.
I think he comes off the bench still.
Well, he started our game.
He still could be most improved start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, too, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's an
Like a Dame, like a Dame most improved.
Yeah,
exactly,
Kind of
for
thing.
sure.
yeah.
If he's averaging 30 points a game, that's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's for sure. Or if you want to go 2 seasons, Vaughn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Vaughn
Vaughn,
looks
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
And well, plus Vaughn, compared to season 3 to now, he needs to score more than he did with my team season
Yeah.
3 because our season 3 team was fucking phenomenal.
Are we doing like first team, second team shit or no?
For like all CNL and then all defensive, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So like the top 10 best players and the top 10 best defenders.
No, the top 2 at each position.
But I'm saying like
Yeah, that's
5 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I
what about rookie of the year though? You got Mike Parker. You got
Yeah.
Juan.
You got
Oh
Chef.
shit!
Chef.
You got Trayvon.
Trayvon.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Fuck
There's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough one this season.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Tough
And it
one.
could be one of those things where it's hand in hand, MVP and
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So
We're looking at Trayvon.
Who else?
Juan.
Like if I'm being honest, I think it's probably gonna be Chef.
Rookie of the year.
His role is so big.
Yeah.
His role is so big. Like Mike Parker's really good for us, but like you said, it's 3-headed
But
monster.
do we
Without Chef, I don't think that team is as competitive as they are.
for like rookie of the year? Do you put? Does a record matter in that award
it's
to you?
3 games.
I know.
It's 3 games.
Like
but-
I'm just saying, but right
I know it's early. but I'm saying
I'm just saying.
You're saying record like we can't win a game.
Hypothetically, it's like
No,
the
I'm
best
just saying right now.
stats for your
Best stats
first
for rookie of the
season.
year, okay,
Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like record only
NBA
matters
right
with
now,
MVP.
Wemby
yeah.
is leading it, and
All
they're
right,
terrible.
yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
it only matters with MVP.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're gonna win MVP, fucking win a game.
Yeah.
Maybe Depoy too, because your
Who?
team
Oh,
DPOY,
yeah.
because your team has to be good for you to be good defensively. Because if you don't have a good defense, you're not really gonna win.
Mike is definitely making a case for himself too.
That's gonna be a
Mike
tight
Parker.
race.
Yeah.
DPOY is gonna be
And
Mike
anyone on the
Sway.
Reapers.
Yeah, Mike Sway, Nick,
Nah, I don't think so.
maybe
Sterling.
Steed he plays defense. Not Steed, Benton. He plays defense.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 steals last game.
Runs the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Shout out to you missing the Pro Bowl to come play with us.
You can also talk about Chief. He's been pretty
Chief,
solid.
yeah, Chief is
defensively.
solid as fuck.
I think it's gonna be a tight race.
Dallas too. Dallas been pretty
Yeah.
pretty good too.
No, he got cooked. Chef called him twice on 1, back to back. He said 1. That means get the fuck out of my way. 2 times in a row, cooked him.
But
Come
yeah,
on, bro. That's disrespectful.
All right, so I don't want to say this, but I've been hearing it, and Dallas. No offense to you, gang, I haven't seen it.
What?
Everybody's like, "Oh, he's great. He's great."
I think he's playing a
great.
solid role on that team.
Yeah, he's a great role
He's
player.
not a
But when
star.
I see
Yeah.
great, I think me, Dom,
Yeah.
AJ, the first rounders. Those are
I
great
would
players.
say he's not looking at how I saw him in the
Yeah,
trial.
he's a
Okay.
role player, but he's doing a good job
Yeah.
with the role.
Yeah.
He's shooting
Yeah.
very efficient.
Yeah, shooting efficiently.
I
but-
think he's doing really good energy wise.
yeah,
He's not forcing anything.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
good rebounder.
He's playing smart, but no, he's not an all-star caliber. at
Like
this
I don't
point.
think you trade him to a different team and it changes the scope of the team really. You know what I mean? Like those are the players that I think are great. Like if
Yeah.
you put Dom for Phil, Magicians win a fucking game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you trade
Whoa,
Phil.
whoa, whoa.
Shoot
You said
40 shots.
if you change Dom and Phil's position, you think?
Yeah, I think Dom wins a game with them.
Yeah.
He'll shoot 40 shots and
Whoa.
win that fucking game.
Well,
We'll
Gator
get
has
to the
that
final
option.
season too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Gator
Hey,
has that
Dom.
option. He chose
Dom,
to
don't
go
listen to Eric no more. Shoot fucking 40. I want to see it.
He can't pull his hamstring.
Okay, yeah.
He can still shoot with a pulled hamstring.
Hell yeah,
He's
he
still got arms.
shoot.
As long as he's got arms, it
He
doesn't
shoots
matter.
from one leg.
Yeah, he
does
shoot. He
one
land on
leg
one leg
fadeaways.
anyway.
He
Shit.
does one leg
Oh,
fadeaways
man.
all the time.
Hell yeah.
But that's the end of the episode. We'll catch you guys. It was a good one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure
There
you
you
hit
go.
the
We're
bell.
at 450 now. Thank you.
Yeah,
450. That's not too
450. Wow.
bad.
It's not too
1,000.
bad.
Well,
Also,
I'll make money. Eventually, you guys will make money, but then get me to 1,000 so that we can grow this shit.
Yes, definitely. But y'all make sure you hit the bell so when we do this again next Wednesday, you get notification because we did it on time. So we're definitely gonna do it on time next week.
On time is 8:50.
There you
That
go.
was before
I'm
that.
gonna put 8:30. It's never gonna be 8:30. And I really did try. I really tried.
8:30-ish.
That's like us starting our games on time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
This week we were only 10 minutes behind on games.
That was good.
I was pretty proud on that.
Yeah.
man. At the end of games, bro, it ain't no time to get off the bench. Like, move the fuck out the way. I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot my AirPods and shit. Oh shit, my AirPods.
So we have to
Just
be.
remember.
Oh yeah, good
Yeah.
call. Good call. I got those.
Nice. But
Alright.
that's the end of the episode. Catch you guys next week. Peace.
Dogs.